Tonight's officials are provided by the Lassiter Area Football Association. Your umpire is Barry Burke. The referee is Richard Price. Field judge is Lazarus Wall. Side judge is Kevin Roberts. The line judge is Michael Hirsch. The linesman is Eddie Christie. Game clock operator tonight is Dawson Arnold. And the play clock operator is Matthew Elton. Our field team chief this evening is Jim Hudson, Harry Evans, Brett McClellan, and Chip McMahon.
Let's try this again, shall we? A pleasant good evening to all of you watching us here on the Lassiter News Network broadcast. We appreciate you joining us for another Friday night action here at the Frank. Whether you're watching us from the Lassiter News Network YouTube channel, home of a lot of the school's news and announcements, or behind the paid wall at the NFHS Network website, we appreciate you joining us regardless. So yeah, it is senior night here in 2023 between the Sprayberry Yellow Jackets and your beloved Lassiter Trojans. It's the week of Halloween, and the last two times these two teams got together here on the Frank, it was a very memorable night for the two of us, both as students at the time. So we're going to welcome you guys back into the broadcast booth for one final time here and the year of 2023. Blake Newsom joined by Colin English, and man, it's been a wild ride this year. How you been?
Yeah, it's good. I'm excited. You can just tell how much these teams really hate each other's guts. It's a big rivalry game. No matter the stakes, these teams are always going to fight as hard as they can. And it's senior night, like you said. All these seniors are going to want to go out on this field with a huge bang. So that's what they're going to try and do today.
And so we talked about this pregame. Let's give a little backstory to the viewers that don't know the night of the 2021 Sprayberry game. Both of us still seniors at the school at the time. Let's try to paint the picture for some of the viewers that weren't with us at that time, how this rivalry is and how we can expect that game to play out comparative to this one.
Yeah, so that game kind of played out. It was a big playoff tension game. Whatever team win might have had the chance to go, and it was a hard-fought back-and-forth game that ended on a 44-yard game winner by Drew Campbell, and it was a great moment. And, I wouldn't be surprised if you see, you got the Lassiter and the all-black. They're coming out. They're swagged up. They're ready to go. They're not going to show any give-up right now today.
And there's the special announcement from Kit in the background, basically kicking us off in tonight's action. We appreciate the hard work that he has put in the entirety of the season as well, along with Philip Green and Mr. Boylan, our two producers to the show. Scott Kelly, who, of course, is very much the reason this is able to happen, our athletic director. And, of course, Coach Sean Tome, who's looking to lead his team into battle and get a second win on their home turf tonight.
Yeah, no, we're excited. These seniors have put a lot in with summer workouts and winter workouts, and just through this whole season. It may have had its downs and its ups, but they really want to end on an up tonight. And, that's their goal.
And here's part of it. The season doesn't end tonight. It's just your home schedule.
Yep.
So, as a former player yourself, do you prefer when senior night's at home, or do you like having the separate night that is your last home game and your last game in general?
I do. I loved when we had our last game at home. It's such a good familiar feeling, even on a win or a loss, to be here, end your final moments there. And if you're on the road, you're crying your eyes out. You have the whole bus ride home, and it's brutal. But being here is so special for all these guys because you work out here every day. You're grinding, and it means so much to every one of these players.
So the Lassiter Trojans about to enter the field. We'll let you guys know when we have the cameras fully set up. We'll make sure that things are running a little bit more smoothly tonight. I know we had a couple questions and complaints last episode based on camera work, and we hope that those are all resolved going into this week. All of the senior captains ready for the coin toss as they're about to meet their faux Yellow Jackets on the other side of the Trojan head. And we'll let you guys know the deciphering decision of the coin toss here momentarily. Man, I'm on a roll with vocab. I think tonight's going to be a good night.
Yeah, I know. We're feeling it. We got to go out with a bang on our last home game, and so we're all excited. You can feel how energized everyone here is.
Well, we felt that last week, and it didn't quite go our way. So hopefully there's even more energy on this side this time of the rivalry. You said last week that Pope was winless.
Yep.
We gave them their first win. We're not going to focus on that part, but what can we expect with how this Sprayberry team is going to play tonight?
This Sprayberry team is going to play super hard. You know, they are not in the decent win column, you know, but they still have a playoff shot, and they, you know, it's always a disrespectful thing to schedule someone for their homecoming or their senior night. So they're looking to come and just destroy every hope and dream that any of these seniors have.
I feel like it's more disrespectful as a homecoming. Senior night, I feel like, is just a date on the calendar, and unfortunately that's going to happen sometimes. It's not like there's a Vanderbilt in this you know, the conference of schools that we're in, because, you know, for SEC football folks, Vanderbilt is notoriously known for being the homecoming king and queen in the Southeastern Conference for football. But the coin toss has been decided. Any deciphering on what the call was?
Sprayberry wants the ball, and they want to go down and show Lassiter that they're just going to run all over them and really just control this game. And, you know, Coach Poole is going to show that defense and how aggressive they are. And we'll see. You know, last week the big plays were the deciphering ones, and that's what led to the
Here they
loss.
Go. Sprayberry breaking through their tunnel on their side of the field. They look like little Georgia Tech Jr. over there.
But don't be surprised. All these defensive players are really looking to be solid and be really good on their techniques tonight.
I got a little bit of Georgia Tech football fandom in me, and I hate to say it, that's Up With the White and Gold. That's Georgia Tech's fight song right there.
Yep.
Here come the good guys.
Yeah. They look good in the all black, I tell you what.
Is that black or is that gray?
It's black.
One of us might need to get our eyes checked.
No. we had the gray our senior year.
You had the what?
We had the gray our senior year.
Yeah, they look exactly the same. Oh, don't come at me, Coach Shell. I apologize. Coach Kelly, please don't find me. Love you guys.
I'm super excited to see how this plays out. You know, it's such a good, memorable game for me, especially being here. And
I wasn't even on the field, and it was one of the best nights I had my entire life. Thank you to you guys.
Yep. No, it's always a great feeling to play a rivalry and beat them. So we're hoping for a repeat tonight.
Kickoff within moments now. 48 minutes of ball to be played between the Yellow Jackets and the Trojans. No, this is not Georgia Tech or USC. This is Sprayberry and Lassiter. One will come away victorious. We will know the official outcome within a couple hours. And we thank you for joining us on your Friday evening. Please buckle up and enjoy the show as Tyler Roman with a little bit of a pooch kick to start things off. Bobbled around the 28 or 29 yard line. And it looks like it might have scooted out of bounds before any Trojan had a chance to pounce on it.
Looks like that was Justin Capilouto, sophomore kicker, who just get the little pooch kick. You know, I really like the call. You know, you want to start off, and I like Thome's tenacity to go out and try and get the ball. And I wouldn't have been surprised if he onsided it to start the game. But
yeah, we've seen that before.
I do like that call.
Tell us about the Lassiter. We already know about Levi. Tell us all about the Sprayberry quarterback.
Yeah, he is very, very good at rolling out, and he is very good with his legs. You know, I wouldn't say he's a good Lamar-esque kind of player, but he can scramble.
We'll see what they hear on first down. They're going to give it to the back, Kaysen. Kaysen with about a gash of space, and he gets about 6 on the first down carry.
You know, Jaden Duckett at the QB position.
Jake Duckett.
Yeah, he's a dog, as they like to say. He's a sophomore, so he's got a lot of years.
So we might see him 2 years from now if we're still doing this gig, which if we are, happy to do it. All right, Georgia Tech Jr., second down and 3, and it looks like Lassiter might have jumped.
Yep.
That's the last time I'll say Georgia Tech Jr. tonight.
Yep. And you know, Coach Poole knows that they got a sophomore QB back there, and he's going to look to exploit that. You know, the young QBs are the ones who are always going to make those mistakes, and they're going to be a little intense, and especially in a rivalry game, they're going to be very anxious and look for Coach Poole and that defense to try and capitalize on those mistakes.
Look for Griffin Mack to be involved early and often. It is his senior night after all, and he is a game wrecker. He will not go home without an impact tonight. First down run for a minimal gain to the left hash.
And there he is, exactly how you called it.
We are in littler control up here, as we said last week. All jokes aside.
It was a great job by him climbing to the backside where the handoff was and just making a great tackle there. He's got that surprising speed to get across there, and that's something Coach Poole utilizes very well.
Sprayberry looks like they're out in some sort of trips motion. Now they're going back to the empty. Sean Mixon was barking out some sort of signal. Motion man to the right on 2nd down and 9 from their own 43-yard line. And that pass is going to be completed over the middle near the first down sticks to the tight end. And we'll see if it's enough to move the chains. And it will be for a Sprayberry first down.
Yeah, that was just a good catch by the tight end there. Don't have a number for him, but
of course.
You know, he sat in the hole where the green grass was and just made a good play there. But the defense was there and made good tackles. Unfortunately, it was enough to get the first down.
Can you naturally announce the name of the quarterback and the running back one more time, just like naturally in flow?
Yeah.
That'd be great. Student section is already involved, chanting T4L Trojan for life. And that is a first down completion to the man in the slot for Sprayberry, and it looks like it'll be enough to move the chains once again.
Yeah, just a nice cut. You know, as a receiver, you're taught with a slant, you take 3 steps and then you cut inside, and Jaden Duckett made a really good throw there, and it was his inside and just right on the money and got him another first down.
That's a fun name, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You think he's going to go to Oregon, Mr. Duck?
That would be funny.
I don't know if the natural sound picked that up, but I had an old knee slapper. First down and 10 on the right side. Looks like a little bit of a speed option for Duckett. He's got some space, one man to beat, and he's going to go all the way into the end zone for Sprayberry. Opening drive, touchdown.
Yeah, just unfortunate. You know, he made the cuts, made the moves, and just needed to make those tackles there, and unfortunately he cut through the defense and, you know, took it to the house.
So a drive summary, about 6 or 7 plays, 72 yards, and they marched down the field in 2 minutes and 41 seconds. Rough estimate.
Yeah.
And Sprayberry with a lefty kicker. Looks like Giorgio Tavecchio out there on to attempt the PAT. High snap, kick is up, and it is bonked off the scoreboard really loudly that time, like Jose Altuve in the 2019 ALCS. And it is good, and then I'll put the Yellow Jackets up by a score of 7-0.
Yeah, well, we got to see how this offense responds. You know, especially coming off points of the first drive, it's kind of demoralizing. But like I said a couple weeks ago, you got to flush that down the toilet, and you got to capitalize. You know, Levi is looking to capitalize, and they're going to try and go down there and score. But don't be surprised if they try and get their young freshman or that young sophomore and Kevin Taylor and Collins Price in there. You know, they make plays and they make them often. So.
And what was the name of the young man that put the ball in the end zone just now?
I don't have a number for him. I have multiple number ones.
It was number 7.
I have no number 7, which is great.
We did get an email from the Sprayberry athletic director today with the rosters, but the file was corrupted, and it would not open. So that didn't do us a lot of favors. But of course, I'm sure there was some sort of glitch in the process of sending. I don't think it was intentional to be like, haha, I'm going to send you guys an empty roster. Waste your time. No, I don't think Sprayberry's doing anything of that sort. But would have been a lot more helpful, that's for sure, if that email would have gone through.
Yeah, and we'll do our best with it, you know.
Yeah, of course.
We always find a way.
By the end of the game, we'll know who they are anyways.
Yep.
And if we don't, Kit's got our back. Mm-hmm. So, all right, Levi, what you got? Not a senior, so it is not his official last game at the Frank, but the last game until possibly August of 2024. So we'll see what he's got in the process to show tonight. And it looks like a little bit of a reverse run by Kevin Taylor, and he gets 3 or 4 on the run.
It's just a good job by him. You know, the defenders had him in the backfield, and he got off the block. He was supposed to be going the right side, following Collins Price and Griffin Mack block there, and just made a great attempt getting off the tackle and came out to the left side and got a good 5 yards there.
And his shoulder pads were messed up immediately. So 2nd down and 5 from the Lassiter 25-yard line. Levi and shotgun having to evade a little bit of edge rush to the right side and overshoots Collins Price, incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down. Don't want to start out with a 3 and out.
No, you don't. But I didn't know if you saw there, but they had Griffin Mack back there at the running back position, pass protecting there.
Senior night. Senior night activities.
Yep, and it was a good job by Levi rolling out there. Just a little bit of surprise pass there. I don't think Collins Price expected that ball, but I think he will next time.
Hopefully. 3rd down and 5. Sprayberry side making a little bit of noise. Want to quiet that down real quickly, and Levi with a chance to do that right here. And they're going to recenter the ball. Lassiter still lined up with trips to the right side. 5 wide even. In motion now is Kevin, and they're going to invert it, veer it to Levi Munt, who has got the 1st down, I believe.
Yep, and we've seen that all year. You know, they love that option there for Levi to just make that read, and most of the time he does make that great read, and he did and got just enough yards to get the 1st down. And it was a good job by Kevin Taylor's really selling that grab of the ball there.
2 big plays for him, and he's the reason the drive is still going. Sprayberry pressing up here on the line. Collins Price in motion, and a little bit of a droppage in the snap by Levi. Just going to have to chuck it into no man's land, and he about hits the front row of the alumni section.
Yeah, and you know what? That's you love to see that, though. You know,
yes.
a quarterback makes a mistake, and he knows he has enough time to pick it up and throw it out, and he makes a great mental decision to throw the ball out of bounds and not in an area of a jacket defender.
That's his development that we're seeing right in front of our eyes. 2 years ago, he maybe does throw it into danger, and that's where you see the development from Levi. Be his team again next year, I would have to assume. So it'll be 2nd down and 10, and they fake it to Collins Price, lowering his shoulder and running over a man is Levi Munt. He's a little hyped up while doing so. He says, hey, I can run backwards and forwards like the best of them.
Yep, and they've been motioning Collins Price a lot today. I really like it. You know, make the defense have to move before the snap.
And I don't think that run really went anywhere on 3rd down.
He got it. He got the 1st down, though. It was a good job by Levi there going hurry up, you know, especially when it's those 3rd and short situations and you're trying to go, you got to snap that ball as quickly as possible, and did it just enough to get that Yellow Jacket defense just off balance there and just got enough to get the 1st down.
And so we'll take the favorable spot, I should say. Lassiter going right back to 5 wide in motion once again. Levi looking right at the wheel route, now having to buy some time and make a decision, and he's going to roll out. His helmet pops off in the process. Maybe got a yard. I'm not quite so sure.
Yeah, no, you know, it was a good decision. He was looking at the post there for Collins Price right up the seam, and he had him just not enough time and made a good decision to scramble up and, you know, get a couple yards and not take a sack there.
So 2nd down and 9. Positive yardage is positive yardage at the end of the day. And we'll see what Lassiter comes out with here. 7-0 Sprayberry here. First drive of the night for either squad. Lassiter trying to match what the Yellow Jackets just did with 6:45 and counting here in the opening period. See Griffin Mack down on the left side. And Coach Tome signaling for a timeout right before the play clock expires.
Just a little bit of formation frustration there. The double F, you know, you got to get lined up and you got to get set, and the coaches really love it, and they set those formations up in practice, and they have them set for a reason. And when they're kind of all scrambled up there, I remember a play my senior year. We had I was out wide on the right, and we kind of botched a snap. He kind of scrambled out a little bit against Wheeler, and a little dump pass there to me. And
yep, I remember that. They got to stop talking down there. If you know, you know. Everybody's a little extra amped on their senior night.
They want to get everything focused.
You see it from the alumni section. You see it from the pack of middle schoolers that are always to the left of the booth and the rest of the families that trickle down with them. And you look all the way to the far side with the student section and the band. Every little core of the stadium is amped up. And what are we getting? Cal shot at us? From the Chick-fil-A workers? Is that what we're doing? Interesting. Either way, Lassiter burns their first timeout. 6:32 remaining here in the first quarter. 2nd down and 9. They are near the midfield logo from their own 46-yard line, as those cows are getting ever so closer to us. It's almost like the ammunition. You got to duck. We're under attack up here, out in the open. 2nd down and 9. It looks like a quick screen pass to Kevin Taylor, and Kevin Taylor's got some space, and he's going to move his way into Sprayberry territory.
Yeah, just a little bunch formation there on the right side there, and nice little screenplay, and utilize his speed there on the outside there.
Lassiter keeping their offense simple. See Running Kelly checking in. He's going to play the far slot. Collins Price coming out for a quick breather. 3rd down and 4. You see a bunch set to the right again here on 3rd down and 4 from the Sprayberry 49-yard line. 15 on the play clock. We're under 6 minutes to go here in the opening period. Levi checking his inner signals. Tells his lineman, now gets back set and ready to go. 5 on the play clock. Got to snap it. Here it is. Levi rolling to the right. Has a man, and he might have overshot him to the sideline looking for Michael O'Brien. And I'm guessing that'll bring up a Lassiter punt.
Looking for that back shoulder fade there, wanting him to adjust to the ball on the outside shoulder, and just a little bit off.
Sprayberry is not playing on the ball. 15 on the play clock. Got to decide something here. Lassiter trying to fake it on 4th down. They do, and Michael O'Brien couldn't hold on to the football. He had the first down in his grasp. Great hit by the Sprayberry secondary, and that'll force a turnover on downs. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, no, they had that one-on-one matchup there with Michael
Strapped
O'Brien.
up.
Yep. Just couldn't hold on to it, but just ran a little slant route inside, and just unfortunate there. And you know, we just got to hope that this defense has their back. And we're looking at Griffin Mack.
Yes, make a play, big guy. Sprayberry only has to go 51 yards to put the ball back in the end zone. Hopefully Lassiter doesn't allow it. 5:35 in the first quarter. 7-0 Sprayberry as they take back over on their second drive. QB name?
Jaden Duckett.
Jaden Duckett. Running back name?
No idea.
We're going to call him that. Here's a handoff to No Idea. No Idea with some space. He's got a first down, and No Idea moving his way inside the 40-yard line. I kind of like this name game.
Well, we actually have 2 names for him. It'll either be
Which one's cooler? Don't do him dirty.
Ian Holbert or Mark Manfred.
He doesn't look like a Mark.
No.
I'm going to guess that's Ian. What's up, Ian?
I don't know why we have 2 number 1s there. It's very interesting.
Yeah. You would think otherwise. What's up, Ian? Good first down run. Hopefully you don't do it again, though. So first down from the Lassiter 39-yard line. They're going to hand it off to Ian.
Yeah, that was just a really good job there by number 73, Chase Jones, getting in there and disrupting everything. He came off that right side and split through the C gap and made a great tackle in the backfield, and everybody else corralled around him.
And there is Will Davidson and Griffin Mack in there combining for the tackle. Scoreboard back and working. .425 and counting here in the opening period. It is a 7-0 lead for the visitors. Duckett lined up under shotgun, 3 to his left. along with Ian Holbert, and he's going to fire this one over the middle. It's a jump ball and caught. One man to beat. He makes a great move inside and walks into the end zone for a Yellow Jacket touchdown.
Yeah, just unfortunate. Kevin Taylor tried to break for the ball and didn't play the man, and he just caught the ball and went right behind him and made a great move on that safety there and went in the end zone.
51 yards in under 60 seconds. And it's been 2 drives for the Yellow Jackets, both resulting in touchdowns. Robert on for the extra point to make it a 14-0 lead, and this ball is crushed off his foot.
He missed it.
And yeah, would make a little bit of sense.
Just a little pull action there.
Yeah, a little too much on it, a little too much spice. And the Lassiter deficit will be 13 instead of 14.
Yeah, we'll see what this offense does. Wouldn't be surprised if they try some more QB runs there with Levi. Gotten some good yards on it. Look for Collins Price. Get Kevin Taylor in the screen action game a little bit.
Appreciate the next shout out, Kit. He does this well about every 15 minutes. Got to go back to what we saw earlier. The questionable 4th down from Lassiter. You're on their side of the 50 pretty much. You're right at midfield, 4th and 4. I get the play was there, but it's the first quarter. You don't want to shoot yourself in the foot too early. Do you think if Coach Tome could go back in time, he would have just booted him deep in their own end?
Coach Tome is very ballsy like that. He loves to make those kind of plays, and
touchback. He
loves going for it and doesn't want to give in to anything, and that's something that a lot of people really admire about him.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun watch, but you do have to admit sometimes it does come back and bite him in the foot. As a team, not of course him as general.
I wouldn't say so. I mean, everybody trusts in him. You know, you have to have that full trust in your coach, otherwise things won't happen, and everybody has full trust in that guy, and he's a great leader, and you know, he just wants to win. And you know what?
I could tell you were once his player, just by the way you're freezing him. You're like, no, nothing's wrong. Which, you know, I respect. We love you, Coach Tom. 4:06 remaining here in this opening quarter. In motion is Collins Price. Lassiter working from their own 20-yard line. It looks like you've got Griffin Mack as well in at the sniffer position, and it looks like a little bit of misconception on the formation. Levi is going to end up keeping it and rumbling forward for a minimal gain on 1st down.
Yep, and there's that Collins Price motion and that Levi run there up the middle. I mean, it's been their bread and butter pretty much, and Levi's kind of got that weight to him to where he can drive his feet and get a couple yards, and only unfortunately got one there. I am very interested to see how they are going to use these senior receivers today with Shaw Mixon and Brennan Kelly and Michael O'Brien. And you saw they tried to get Michael O'Brien into the mix there on that.
I also can't believe Shaw's already a senior. Feels like time's flying. He doesn't know me personally, but I remember when he was a freshman, watching him out here. So, interesting to see. We're all getting older. 2nd down and 9. Rolling out is Levi, going to throw it off his back foot near the sideline. Did he make the catch? Collins Price. They're going to give it to him. Wow, what a grab.
Yep, just a great hitch corner route combination there, and Collins Price kept going to the corner and kind of broke it a little shallow there so Levi can give him space to throw, and made a great diving catch there on the sideline for the 1st down.
That'll get the crowd amped. See what they continue here on 1st down. It looks like a little bit of a screen pass to Brennan Kelly.
There he is, the seniors. Get him involved.
Yep.
Get him
more
going.
Than area. And he is wrapped up in bounds, so the clock will continue to run. But I don't think it's that much of an impact this early in the contest. So 2nd down and 6 here from their own 41-yard line. Once again, Collins Price in motion. Levi rolling that way. Let's see who he heads it to, and it's a dime.
Yep, curl wheel flat action there. And it looks like that's Gavin Rose. Just a great catch there, and that's what they were looking for. Make that corner come down and leave the wheel open.
First catch of the night for Gavin Rose, and a great throw from Levi at that, putting them in Sprayberry territory, and they're going to go right back on 1st down to another screen This time to Michael O'Brien, mixing everybody in, and he moves it forward for another 4 yards.
Yeah, that's the quick action game that they have. Their corners are playing at about 8 to 5, and they know they have it, so they're going to keep going.
They say it's 3. That looks like 4 to me, doesn't it?
Looks like they're scooting them now because of those 2 screens, trying not to give up as much yards anymore.
2nd down and 6, we'll say. Levi stepping up in the pocket, got some space, and he gets crunched by a pack of Yellow Jackets.
Yep, just good coverage there, and a good decision by Levi to just not take a loss there. And it's a crucial 3rd down, but it could have been even worse 3rd down there.
I will definitely say Lassiter has done a better job this season from what we've seen in Levi Munt's development, and of course the O-line, who is getting wiser with him at staying in front of the chain, something that your squad was very good on. Took a little bit of readjusting last year, going from Bryson, eventually switching over to Levi. Of course, the offensive line was very much senior-led in your class, and of course now this class is starting to become upperclassmen themselves. You're seeing the development right in front of our eyes. 3rd down and 4. Levi looking to the right side, going to tuck it down and run it. Don't think he's going to quite get there. People are groaning for him to throw the football. And that'll bring up a 4th down, and we'll see what Coach Thomas does here. If I had to guess, he's going to go for it. He's further than it was last time.
Yeah, they're going to line up in that same formation there. They got a bunch of options there. You know, they have the 3 linemen on the right side there, and
we got 2 guys lined up right behind one another here at the bottom of our screen. Shaw Mixon.
Yeah. Don't be surprised for a little pooch punt from Levi here. They don't have anybody back there, and it looks like everybody kind of is covered up there. Not really an option.
Oh, boy. Awkward snap from Levi, and he gets the ball away. What in the world was that? I don't understand what's happening.
He got the punt off.
And he kicked it to his own teammate, which is therefore down. The very rare drop kick.
I mean, you know, he didn't take a sack. It didn't take a loss there. I mean,
no.
You only got about 5 there.
I guess 10 net yards regarding where he would have been if he gets wrapped up. That's interesting, though. You don't usually see a play like that.
Yeah, that was...
that wasn't very pretty.
Once in a lifetime there.
You know, even when we're stumped as to what just happened, it's very rare in the sport of football. So Sprayberry does take back over. I got to get myself back in check, giggling over that. 1st down from their own 35-yard line. Duckett goes back to work, gives it up to Holbert. No, he's actually going to keep it himself, and he's got some space. Duckett, a little bit of stutter stepping inside the 35, finally taken down. It looks like he was finally ran down, as that'll do it for the 1st quarter. Shout out to the tackler, of course, number 17.
And I don't know if you could tell there was a little bit of a premature whistle. They tackled the running back who didn't have the ball, and
fooled us too.
Yeah, referee on our upfield side there blew the whistle, and they're having a little discussion there on what to do next.
Talk about Duckett there having a lot of stutter step ability. Looks like Lassiter was within inches of tackling him multiple times. He pulls off a little bit of stutter with his back foot and sprung him forward for about another 15 yards afterwards.
Yep, just a very athletic guy, and those are QBs you look out for, you know, like they can use their legs and they can throw the ball on the dime, and you just have to be careful. And whether that's putting a quarterback spy on the middle of the field or playing bracket coverage and having more guys kind of come into the inside so he can't scramble out.
Number 17, of course, was the one with the tackle.
Aaron Daniels there. And he's a great senior for the team. You know, he's a great effort guy and great locker room guy, and took my number, but...
See where he gets it from. So they're going to end up bringing this back and extending the 1st quarter to an untimed down?
I'm not sure what they'll do there. with the quarter.
You don't usually see untimed downs in high school, but maybe for a situation like that, you do. Being that the whistle was false. No time on our scoreboard. It is still
0-0.
It is still first down, so it looks like this is an untimed down, and they are going to throw a fireable screen pass. A little too hot for the hands of the Sprayberry receiver.
And as much as a little play that is,
that is the official end of the quarter.
It's a momentum there for just a little momentum there on the defense. You know, a little mistake there and get the quarterback rattled, and now you can start utilizing. Now you can start attacking. Make him make more mistakes.
And as someone who played football, I got to ask you this question. Does momentum matter in regards to which way you're going on the field? Sprayberry's had plenty of success working from this left hash, going left to right, and they've scored 2 touchdowns from it. Now you're going to see them working from the other hash, going right to left. Does that change any complexion on how you see the field?
As much as I would say it doesn't, it does. You know, you're feeling like you're going one way, you're looking at it, and then you flop, and it does a little mental trick to you, and it's, you know, especially switching quarters like that, anything can happen, and you've seen it from time and time again. You know, just quarter changes and then different things happen. So,
you know, it's something that I feel like isn't talked about a lot. Like in the NBA, what's different, or in basketball, I should say, they switch goals at the end of the half. Soccer, same thing. Football, you have 4 of these quarters. You switch every one of them. You think it would make a little bit more sense if football just went one way for the entirety of a half and then came back the other way?
No, I like to mix it up for the players. Makes a good mental battle there as much as it is for a physical one.
Good to know. Thank you for the analysis. 2nd down and 10. They're going to hand this off to Ian Holbert, who's able to roll over. Looks like Sean Mixon, who's there to quickly help him up.
Yeah, just a good tackle there. Staying there on that outside, only letting him gain a couple yards.
He said, "You may have rolled me over, but I'm still going to pick you up regardless." That's just the kind of character that Shaw is. Lassiter with a chance to get off the field here.
Don't be surprised here on a lightning call. Try and get him to jump off sides.
That's what that means. Oh, almost. Almost your neutral zone infraction. Coach Tome put his hands in the air to say, careful.
And they got that trip to the right side. Don't be surprised if they want to try and roll out right there. And
3 on the play clock for Duckett. It's 3rd down and 8. Lassiter trying to get off the field for the first time tonight. Duckett rolling up, and he is going to find a man right on top of the Trojan head. Nobody but green grass. One man can stop him. He gets a block, reverses field, reaching for the goal line. The officials have ruled him down, it looks like, around the 1.5-yard line. Oh, my goodness.
Yep, just roll out right, and then they had a little sail in combination there. And, you know, he just had him coming across, threw it across his body, and nobody there to tackle him but Sabian Thigpen at the end there.
Sabian with a touchdown-saving tackle. Talk about effort. Chasing him down from over 20 yards. Stayed with him. And we'll see what ends up happening here. Looks like a QB keeper from Duckett. It is. And he is into the end zone for the Yellow Jacket touchdown.
Little tush push there. The tush push has been unstoppable this year.
Well, unless you're the Browns, it seems. Didn't y'all not get it one time? Or am I mistaking it with somebody else? There was some NFL team. No, I'm sorry. It was the Cardinals. The Cardinals game. Of course, you know, their coach came over from Philadelphia.
Yep.
And he tried incorporating it against Raheem Morris's defense in LA, and he said, And that's about been the only time that I've seen the tush push or the brotherly push not be successful. Looks like they're going to fake it and go for 2, rolling out all kinds of time. Back at the 25-yard line, throwing it into the end zone. It is deflected across a bunch of bodies and incomplete. And it mercifully falls to the red turf.
You know, you had guys around him, and that's the athleticism of Jaden Duckett right there. Just getting around and finding guys to get open, and just a couple bobbled missed catches. And very fortunate for the Trojans there to only make it could have been 21, and now it's only 19.
Good grief, that was all over the place. Need a mental reset from that one. Well, this game is going way different than what we had 2 years ago.
Gotta answer here.
Oh,
Levi's gotta, wipe the little mistakes that he has and go down the field, just small increments. I don't think you need to really make a big splash here. Just do what you do best. Just keep doing it. It's been working. We've seen it. And
just stalls about midfield.
Yep.
I don't have enough space to sit down. Sprayberry getting ready to kick things back off to Levi Mutt and company. They have a 3-touchdown lead, a missed extra point, and a failed 2-point conversion tallies them at 19. And the kick will be fielded around the 3-yard line or so. It looks like by Michael O'Brien. And he has some space to get up towards about the 20 to about where he would have been if he just caught a fair catch.
Yeah, just a little short, and he had the little gap there and made a couple moves, and unfortunately only got to the 20 there. But don't be surprised here if you see little Griffin Mack on the left side here and Kevin Taylor handoff as first play.
So first down, working from the 20. Levi drops the snap and is just going to have to jump on it. Very wise there.
Looking to go to that left side there with the Collins Price motion, and looks like they were going to do a little QB keeper there with Price and Taylor out to lead block for him. Fortunately, just muffled the snap and lose a couple yards there.
So it's second down and about 16. Lassiter going the wrong way this drive. Griffin Mack coming off for a quick breather. You got empty formation, 2 wide to each side for Levi. And he's going to have all day to throw. He's going to throw a jump ball into no man's land. Was looking for Collins Price in a one-on-one opportunity. Maybe a little misconception on what the route was and a little too much spice on it from Levi.
It looked like Levi was looking for him to go up deep, and you saw on that little rollout earlier on the curl flat where he cut that corner short to give Levi some opening and tried to do it there, and Levi was looking for him to go a little deeper.
Third down and 16 here for the Trojans. Looking to get the goose egg off the scoreboard. Levi rolling to the right. I don't think he's going to quite get anywhere near as far as he needs to. And he's going to get tackled down after a gain of about 3. And I would assume that Lassiter is going to come out for a punt.
Yep. Yeah, they were looking for that rollout to the left there. Just a good coverage there by the Yellow Jackets defensive backs there, and Levi made a good play and scrambling there, but just couldn't get enough.
And the punt is on the way. Wasn't muffed, I'm not absolutely sure. Either way, it was picked up and going the wrong direction. And that worked out very nicely for the Trojans.
Yeah, good job there by Emmett Elmore. It rolled off Michael O'Brien's shoulder, and looks like Ian Holbert was trying to do his best there to roll out to the right there, and Emmett was just right on his tail there and made a good tackle and set the Trojans defense up with some good fielded position there to try and get a stop and get the Trojans offense a better position there.
We'll see what kind of wonders working from the 25-yard line will do in comparison to when they're about the 50.
Unfortunately, though, they're gonna call it where the ball touched Michael O'Brien's shoulder. So take back what I said about field position there, and
first down for the Yellow Jackets, working from the Lassiter 47-yard line. They're going to hand this one off to Ian, and Ian, flag comes in, tackled by Sean Mixon, but he rumbles for about 7 or 8.
They're going to get a holding call there on Malachi Coromo, and just a little holding there on the outside on Aaron Daniels. And I don't know if you can see up there, but that was a good job by Jaden Duckett. He had his receiver up top on the line of scrimmage, and they had a tight end up there, and too many men on the line of scrimmage, and would have been a penalty. And it was just a good heads-up play there.
So the field position gets a little bit better now for the Trojans. It's a battle of who wants it, allowing the series to not get started. And it'll be
and a little action.
A little bit of first down and 17 or so.
Yes.
Jaden Duckett. Motion to the right side of your screen. Right side of the field, I should say, is number 10. And Duckett coming back to the low man on the left side. Great tackle. Ball is out. And it is recovered by the Trojans. That's number 32, the junior, Bryce Parker.
Wow, just a great job there by Sabian Thigpen. He was sitting there for that tunnel there, and made a great play and stripped that ball there. A little peanut punch action there, and Bryce Parker got on it, and it's just a great job. Great play, huge momentum for the offense there. They got good field position.
This is your moment of opportunity.
And there's Griffin back there in that F formation on the left side there.
See what they do here. Play action. Levi throwing it deep, one-on-one, and it is tipped and incomplete. Looking for Renan Kelly.
Yeah, just a great job there by the defensive back. Looks like Ian again on that play, and it would look like a great ball, and just got his hand up there just in time. Couldn't let Renan Kelly make the play there. But I do like the first down shot there. Throw it deep.
Second down, they're going to hand this one off. And the ball pops back out. Does Sprayberry have it, or does Lassiter get on it and retain possession? Waiting for the call. It is Lassiter football. Disaster avoided.
Yeah, Mitch Seaman there on the run there. Looked like he was trying to go to the right side and cut it there to the left. And, that's the stuff that happens there in the pile there. The guys are punching and stripping the ball there. And luckily we got back on it.
Shout out to both our parents. I see them both in the Lassiter comment section, so appreciate both of y'all's support.
Reese may be watching.
That's great to hear. What's up, Reese? And it looks like a little bit of movement. It's going to be a false start on the Trojans.
Looking for a lightning call there, and maybe one guy missed the call there and just moved a little there. Unfortunate. It's going to set them up in a very long third down here.
Well, if the other opportunities on fourth down were in range, you definitely got to think positive yards.
Yep.
Here, you're right there again.
Yep. Don't be surprised here if they have Collins Price or somebody down here like Kevin Taylor go in motion, try and set it up for a trips play there.
And it looks like a timeout. is going to be called by Coach Tome, his second of the half. 6:14 remaining here in the first half from the Frank. 19-0 Sprayberry. Big third down for the Trojans when we come back on the other side of the break. We'll take it with them. Stay around here on the Lassiter News Network. Third down for Levi, and it's going to be a deflected pass over the middle, incomplete. Caught us quickly out of the break.
Fortunately, couldn't hang on there, but the safety made a great break there, and he was looking for Michael O'Brien on the post there. But there's that formation again. They got 5 guys down here on the bottom.
And this looks like something out of the 2015 Michigan playbook.
You got a one-on-one matchup there with Michael O'Brien.
And it is booted in the air. And it takes a Sprayberry roll. Quickly to pounce on it is Michael O'Brien. And Sprayberry will go back to work from just outside their own 20-yard line. 5:56 remaining here in the opening half. We'll go to break, and we'll be right back with more Lassiter Trojan football.
Great job there by Sabian Thigpen there. They had a little slant route. They were looking to get inside. It looked like he was just a little bit outside coverage there and got the hand through and forced an incomplete pass there. But as you saw earlier on your screen, Blessed Trinity and Alpharetta, huge seeding game for playoffs there, and Blessed Trinity leads that 10-7.
We'll keep you guys up to date with what goes on there. Duckett from the right side. Got a first down and more, and he's moving across the 40 before being chased out of bounds by Sean Mixon.
Aaron Daniels just missed that tackle there on that replay, as you can see, and good blocks there by those receivers, and just unfortunate to get off for our defensive backs. But as we play Blessed Trinity next week,
that'll be a doozy.
But we're not focused on that right now. We're focused on the Yellow Jackets.
First down and 10 for the Yellow Jackets, looking to add to their lead, working from the Lassiter 48-yard line. He's going to roll towards midfield. And it's more of the Duckett showing here on this drive.
Yeah, as you can see, you had everyone on the left side of the line, besides that right tackle there, really punch and push the defensive lineman there to the left, looking to fake that tunnel there on the running back screen. And Jaden Duckett just went to the right side and had the matchup there, just short of the first down.
Second down and 2. Inside 5 minutes to go here in the opening half. Tight end in motion for the Yellow Jackets. And it looks like we might have had an early jump there on the top of our screen between the wide receivers. And they do get them for a false start. The Trojans will happily take that.
Back them up 5.
Look at Will Davidson's pads as he comes off the bottom of our screen. He looks like a war warrior out there.
Yeah. And that's exactly what those guys are doing. You know, they're battling. It's it's a huge physical toll at the end of the day. You know, you get back in from the locker room and you got bumps and bruises you didn't even know you would have on you. And those guys put their heart and soul into it.
It is a battle when you think about it. 2nd down and 7 now. They're going to hand this one to Ian Holbert, and Ian Holbert, all kinds of space. Nobody in the secondary to touch him. He'll walk into the end zone for the 4th Yellow Jacket touchdown.
Little scruffle there on the top there. Got to get those players off the field. You just see a Sprayberry coach tackling a Sprayberry player, and Shaw Mixon's all sorts of fired up there.
Well, it's about the only thing that we've seen fire out of the Lassiter defense from tonight.
But unfortunately, it was after the play. So whatever the penalties are, it will not take away the touchdown. But as you can see, these guys hate each other. They really do. And you can see, I don't know if you saw up top, but that right tackle there was just kind of that tackling that defender, and you saw Shaw Mixon there come back him up, and that's when the real scruffle started. And Tomes fired up there, and as he should, defending his players.
That Minnesota in him. Which you know all about that state too.
And as much as you are rivals, you hate to see that, and it's just disrespectful. And what it really should be is a holding call, because he just tackled the guy.
Very true. Who was the initiator?
Oh, 100% that you could see if I don't know. You were focused on the action. I saw the tackle was blocking him, and sumo slammed him onto the ground and was still punching into him after the whistle had been blown. Just poor sportsmanship there, but you know. And
it's rare to see that from Shaw, because he's been the best sport out there on the field all night.
No, and he was just defending his guy. You know, I mean, they're all brothers in that locker room, and just wanted his back, and he showed that.
Update here from Blessed Trinity High School between the Alpharetta Raiders and the BT Titans, who we saw on senior night last year. And they're about 6 minutes to go in their first half. It was a dime from the Raider quarterback, flipping field position.
And it looks like we're following the ref there. Where's he going?
Oh, nice little 40 time.
Wow. Speedy guy.
Not quite so sure if that was a touchdown. The camera is saying it was.
Alpharetta takes the lead there.
And the Raiders go on top.
Yep, and they're just going to call the touchdown here, and unsportsmanlike.
Simultaneous touchdowns between Blessed Trinity and Sprayberry.
Unfortunately for the bad guys here.
Well, in their case, it's the bad guys too. The away team goes up at BT. So it's 14-10 Alpharetta over there. It's an entertaining contest. We'll keep you guys up to date with the rest of the action.
Now we'll see how chirpy it gets. You know, after the first scruffle, everybody else is looking to get in on some of the action. And
it doesn't usually get any better, that's for certain.
You know, the trash talk does take a mental toll on the players. You know, they hear the things, and but right now at leading 25, we're losing 25. Sprayberry's got 25 there after that touchdown and a couple penalties.
Alpharetta's kicking it back off as well. A little bit of a pooch kick from them. The lefty who missed his previous attempt trying to make it 33.
Little fire call action there.
And that ball is almost perfectly placed. That looked like something out of a Madden playbook.
Just a little fire call. Buffled the snap a little bit and yelled fire, and that's what you're supposed to do, but couldn't connect there. And good break there for the Trojan defense as they only are down 25.
The PAT rollout, that literally was something you see out of Madden special teams, which I don't think is the greatest analogy, but I'm sure we both ran that audible before. It's fun. And a lot of times it's right in the hands of the tight end and he can't grab it. It was almost identical. All right, well, if you're Lassiter, it's not quite as bad as you would think. You get the ball out of half. You have a chance to go down and score right here. You can flip this game on its head and make it 25-15 early in the second half, and it's play on from there.
Absolutely. And they're gonna get good field position here after that penalty, and this is where you take the shots. You got 4 minutes and 20 seconds left, and take some shots. Get downfield, get some good yards.
Got to go find a way to score here. You do get ball back, you do that again, you're right in this game. Like, you can assume it'll be something to the sort of 25-15 with probably 9 or 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. That's anybody's ball game at that point. The Lassiter's got to get there. To kick it away, we know this guy has a leg. It is a poocher, and is that an onside? It might be. We'll see who they rule it to.
Looks like Trojan got on it there, and they were looking to capitalize on some of those yards. It was a great kick, but fortunately, we had a Trojan get on it, and now we'll see how we respond here.
55 yards to march. 4 minutes and 10 seconds to do it. You'd like to not give Sprayberry this football back and likely put it in the end zone yourselves. See what time crunch that Coach Tome and company put their offense under. Kevin Taylor will get the first down handoff. Haven't heard his name in a little bit. And they're going to go to him. It looks like another little scrum starting towards the top of the tackle pile, but Griffin Mack quickly out of there before anything becomes of it.
Yeah, looking to get Kevin Taylor in a little bit more action there, and he's got that speed, and as they go in empty formation there, some motions are expected.
So second down and 7, 3:40 and counting here in the opening half. Levi rolling to the right side, got a man, and that is going to be a first down grab to the eligible Kevin Taylor.
Yeah, just a good catch by him, and they're trying to get him in the action. Gets a first down. So they go empty again.
They're going hurry up here. As soon as the chains are set, there goes Levi. First down, gets a couple yards before being tackled by a pack of Yellow Jackets.
Utilize that speed.
He's got quick speed in him. You would think with him being a little bit shorter than Bryson was, he doesn't quite have the same ability in him, but it's in there. Second down and 7 now. Munt looking to the right side, now having to make a little man miss, and he's going to move forward as well for more positive yardage, but it will bring up a Lassiter third down with 2:40 and counting here in the opening half. Yeah, need a score.
Looking for that seam there on Michael O'Brien, and defender was real tight on him on that hip pocket, and made the decision to roll up and got a yard, and luckily evaded those two jacket defenders trying to cut his head off.
It's a funny way to put it. And it's the truth, though. Third down and 6. 2 wide to each side. Griffin Mack in motion, and they're going to give this one on the sideline to Michael O'Brien. Did he bring it in?
Great catch
They're saying he did.
O'Brien.
What a catch.
Great ball by Levi Munt there, looking for that back shoulder and made Michael O'Brien adjust to it. And as a good receiver, that's what you're going to do. And that's exactly what Michael O'Brien did. Great catch. And it's a first down. Keep the drive going. And like you said, you know, you get points here. You get the ball back at half.
You're right there.
We're not going anywhere.
Regardless of outcome, we won't be either way. Just for the viewers. Griffin Mack picking up a block here. Levi with some time to roll to the left. He's going to do that, slide down before taking a hit very wisely there. Griffin Mack wanting the late flag, and something does come in of that sort.
Yeah, a little bit of a late hit there. He submissed himself, and you know that defender committed a little too late to that tackle, and looks like we're going to get half to the distance to the goal there, and it should be an automatic first down. Another big momentum play there for the Trojans. Make a little something out of nothing.
Here's the official call.
And we should be marked at about the 7 or 8 here. Maybe my math is wrong. We'll be at about the 12.
Happens. Now we just need like an encroachment penalty, and you'll be right on. We'll see what happens. Under 2 to play here in the first half. Griffin Mack looking to the sideline, getting his call set.
And you got Griffin Mack here on the third option on this right side.
Yep.
Empty formation. You got Rennan and Mitch on the top, and Kevin Taylor and Michael O'Brien on bottom with Griffin Mack, and
everybody's out wide.
That box in the inside's looking a little weak there. They have to go man-on-man matchups, and don't be surprised here if Levi fakes the throw and, you know, cuts it up the gut.
See what the stoppage is now.
A little discussion, maybe clock issue.
Yeah, this second quarter, I should say, is crawling to a finish.
And he does move it up to the 9.
Aha!
There it is.
Almost. Well, now what's a 2-yard penalty we could get?
Now it's a first and goal.
First and goal from the 9-yard line. 150 and counting. It is a end around. And they give it to the back.
Looking to get it in the gut of Colin Sprice, and
Sprayberry jumps on it.
Yep. Just didn't get the handoff right. And
so scratch everything we said. Sprayberry takes back over.
Now you got to wonder here, Sprayberry's on the 13-yard line. Are they going to run the clock out or go for it? And if I had to guess, it's Sprayberry and Lassiter, so they're going to try and go for it. Get the points.
The way your offense has been humming, you haven't turned the ball over other than recently. I think you like your chances. So if I had to assume, Duckett and company will be trying to add to their lead before we get to the break. They got 98 seconds to do so. And they're going to start with a run to the side and tackle by Griffin Mack. He's all over him.
And we get a flag on this bottom side here.
That is a good start if you're the Lassiter defense.
False start. Stop the clock. But I wouldn't be surprised here if he declines it. He doesn't gain any yards, and it becomes 2nd and 10 instead of 1st and 15. So they lose it down.
And the seconds tick off.
And maybe they do take it. Yep, and they're going to take it, make it a 1st and 15.
So 92 seconds for Sprayberry to basically go 92 yards. Duckett and company will see what they have for us. Up 25-0 here in the first half. They're going to hand this one off to Holbert, who broke a run to the seam for the last time. But quickly, Griffin Mack in there saying ball on the line. He tackles him either way on the first down run.
As the Trojans only have one timeout remaining, probably looking to use that on offense.
Yeah, I would guess by the tempo of the Sprayberry drive so far that they're probably eventually just going to take it to half. 30 seconds have already come off the clock. You've gone a total of 1 yard in your offense.
Still got 10 seconds left there on that play clock.
They're going to hike it. Give it to the side. Holbert makes a man miss and is tackled at inbounds. Flag comes in from the secondary. I wonder what this call will be.
It looks like you're going to get a little holding call there on Malachi Kuaroma.
Whatever it is about defensive holding, just the metric of it is always a little funky to me. How offensively it can wreck an entire play and bring you back 40 yards. Defensively, it's only 5 yards, but it's a new set of downs. It's like depending on the side of the ball you are, it's the same call, but the result is much different magnitude-wise.
Yep.
Just another quirk to this game.
Yeah, and those are the little things that can change a game. You know, whether it's going from 1st and 15 to 2nd and 10, those are very different situations, and how you handle them is very different.
So 3rd down and 9, Tome elects to decline. So we got 25 seconds here remaining in the first half. Six on the play clock. We'll see if they just decide to hand it off. They do. Holbert trying to make some things happen. He does have some space. He gets out of bounds, and Sprayberry might elect to do something here. Only 8 seconds on the clock, but you've seen your ability to run the ball. We'll see what Duckett's arm is. Aaron Daniels is able to chase him out of bounds.
It was a good job pursuing from the right side to the left here. Just a good hustle play. And you'll see Aaron Daniels here and Shaw Mixon, a little deep here, just in case they decide to take a shot.
Yep, 2 safeties creeping backwards. And a timeout pre-snap by the Yellow Jackets. And we'll take it with him. See what Sprayberry likes to do here with 8 seconds left on the clock. And they're just simply going to hand it off to Holbert. And not trying to do too much as the ball does pop up for a split second, taken down. And the ball looks like is going to end up in Lassiter's possession, but with no time left on the clock.
Yep.
The most unfortunate fumble in history. And the first half mercifully comes to a close. It's all Yellow Jackets here in this one. Lassiter with some serious work to do in the second half if they want to make some memories versus Sprayberry here on their senior night. Once again, it is 25-0 Yellow Jackets. We'll be back in about 15 minutes or so to give you guys an update on the scores from around the progress of the region and the state of Georgia. Any other sports action going on, Colin and I will keep you covered. In the meantime, stick with us here on the NFHS Network or the Lassiter News Network YouTube channel. And grab your bucket of popcorn and enjoy the senior night festivities, which you and I were a part of just 2 years ago. But yeah, 2 nights ago. I don't think we were quite here on Wednesday, but we'll just say we were for the effect of the audience. But yeah, we'll see you guys in about 15 minutes or so. 25-0 Sprayberry. Hopefully we see some second half fireworks and make some memories. We'll be right back on the other side of the half.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight the Lassiter High School Band Program would like to recognize our senior students for their commitment, leadership, and dedication throughout their high school career. We also want to recognize their parents for making it possible for each of these young people to be a part of the Lassiter Band. In the past 4 years, the class of 2024 has overcome many challenges. When they were freshmen, they were in the trenches of the pandemic. They started in the Lassiter Band program online. We held an online band camp, had some staggered marching band rehearsals, sat on the field, played our stand tunes on the football games, and they all showed strong character and perseverance throughout the entire season. Then, as sophomores, they finally got to experience what marching band was truly like. We had our first face-to-face band camp since 2019, and an abbreviated marching band schedule. This was the first year they actually learned how to march. They performed in their first show, Beyond the Horizon, in exhibition at Sprayberry High School. Then, by the time they were juniors, this class had a very successful marching season. At their very first competition since entering high school, the band took second place and received superior ratings at the Lassiter High School shows. At their final competition at the Tampa Bay Fall Music Games at Riverview High School, this band took Best Music, Best Effects, Best Percussion, Best Guard, and were first place in their class. The band received Best Overall Effect, Best Overall Percussion, Best Overall Guard, and second place overall. This year, as seniors, Their positive leadership and energy from day one has encouraged and inspired those around them. They continue to lead their band through a successful season. At their first competition of this season, they received first class, best music, best visual ensemble, and best percussion in Class AAA. Tomorrow evening at 7 p.m., the seniors will take the field for the very last time in competition with the Lassiter Band. We know they're going to help take their band to the next level. We're so proud of all of their accomplishments over the last 4 years. So tonight is all about thanking them for everything they have given to their band family. Let's start off by honoring these students and parents with a round of applause. Show them some love. As I read their names in alphabetical order, these seniors will walk through the balloon archway there on the field. First up is Jack Ellison. Jack is escorted by his godparents, John and Jill Botniak, and his dad, Dan Ellison. Jack plans to attend the University of Georgia to study both classical and modern music and become a film composer. All right, next up is Katie Brown, escorted by her parents, Mark and Melinda Brown, sisters Lexi and Lindy Brown, brother Brody Brown. Katie plans to attend the University of Alabama to study criminal justice and criminology. Next up is Drew Carson, escorted by Susie and Ryan Carson. Drew plans to attend Kennesaw State University, studying percussion performance and computer science, and hopes to march drum corps in the coming years. Next up is Patty Crosby, escorted by Betty and Lisa Crosby. Patty plans to go to Valdosta State University to pursue a degree in horn performance and composition. Next up is Meg Dalby, escorted by Jim, Heather, Kate, and J.R. Dalby. Meg plans to attend the University of Georgia and pursue a degree in business. Next is Hannah Davenport, escorted by Teresa, Dave, and Nathan Davenport. Hannah plans to attend Kennesaw State University, pursuing a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Digital Animation. Next up is William Dennehy, escorted by Janine Thomas and Chris Dennehy. William plans to attend Lanier Tech for air conditioning technology. Next senior is Camilla Fabian, escorted by David, Rebecca, Maddie, Sophia, and Jonathan Fabian. Camilla plans to attend Georgia State University, majoring in film and media. Our next senior is John Pryor, escorted by Adrian, Karen, and Thomas Pryor. John plans to attend University of Alabama and study mechanical engineering. Next up is Tyler Haller, escorted by Laura, John, and Grant Haller, as well as grandmother Charlotte Sowella. Tyler plans to attend Kennesaw State University. Next up is Jackson Irwin. Escorted by Carrie, Chase, and Abby Irwin. Jackson plans to study mechanical engineering. Our next senior is Aiden Jackson. Escorted by parents Cheryl and John Jackson, sister Audrey Jackson, and grandmom Becky Conroy. Aiden plans to pursue computational media at Georgia Tech. Next is Matthew Lottie. Escorted by Chris, Julie, and Alex Lottie. Matthew plans to attend Michigan State University, pursuing a degree in civil engineering.
Looks like Iavati's about to go 9 up, 9 down. Nope.
Our next senior is Virginia Lamb. Escorted by Matt Lamb. Virginia plans to attend Indiana University and study music education. Next up is Aaron Lavender. Escorted by his father and mother, David and Lynn Lavender. Aaron plans to study international affairs, global security, and UGA. Our next senior, Yash Mahankar. Escorted by Pallavi and Nikhil Mahankar. Yash plans to attend the University of Georgia and study music education. Our next senior is Catherine Manioni. Escorted by Mom Alex Manioni and sister Stephanie Manioni. Catherine plans to attend 2 years at Georgia State and then transfer to the University of Southern California. Next up is Haven McCamey. Escorted by Dad Kevin Swirsky and stepmom Rachel Bass. Haven plans to attend Georgia State and major in forensic anthropology. Our next senior is Evelyn Merkel. Escorted by Michelle and Christopher Merkel, as well as Louis and Jackson Whiteley. Evelyn plans to study cybersecurity with the U.S. Air Force. Our next senior is Emily Poland. Escorted by her parents, Meredith and Chad Poland, her sisters Brooklyn, and grandfather John. Emily plans to study industrial design and medical illustration. Next senior is Alejandro Preswell. Escorted by Mother Julia and Father Luis Preswell. Alejandro plans to attend Georgia State University. Our next senior is Victoria Reckamore. Escorted by Elena Reckamore. Victoria plans to spin color guard at KSU. Next up, Kennedy Salter. Escorted by Jeff Kelly Salter and Logan Snow. Kennedy plans to attend Kennesaw University for pediatric nursing.
That's right. Let's see what the other one
Our next Lassiter band senior is Kit Shelley. Escorted by Julie, Ronald, and Anna Shelley. Kit's plans are undecided for next year.
makes us. Taylor, 2 innings.
Next up is Paulo Blapos. Lassiter's 2023 homecoming game. Escorted by his mother, Amalia, and father, Bios Blapos, and his sister, Anastasia, and his grandma, Niki Kakisis. Paulo plans to study computer science at the University of Georgia. And last but not least, our senior Maddie Young. Escorted by Matt, Sherry, Caroline, Ryan, and Melanie Young. Maddie plans to attend college as a biology major to become a physician's assistant. Thanks again to the Lassiter Marching Trojan Band seniors and their families for their unwavering support and dedication to the band program. Congratulations on your many successes. These past 4 years and best wishes for continued success in the future. Family and friends, don't forget, let's join us tomorrow night, 7 p.m. for our last competition at Kennesaw Mountain High School. fans, if you want more action, check us out online at lnbroadcast.com. Our stream is produced by your very own Lassiter News Network. Football would again like to thank their season sponsors, the Series Law, keep people undefeated, and close all of their guys, as well as Jim Lassiter. Thank you all for your continued support of our Lassiter Troops. Lassiter football would like to thank David Justice Diamonds and Jewelry, the official jeweler of Lassiter High School for more than 12 years.
And welcome back, everybody. Second half getting ready to start under the lights here at the Frank Lutzy Field, home of the Lassiter Trojans. A lot of work to do.
Yep, and we talked about it at halftime, kind of on our break. They need to come out and they need to really punch them in the mouth here, get a score. You know, the comeback has to start at some point, and it's got to start right now.
Yeah, it's fair to break it down like that. Sabian Thigpen back to return along with Michael O'Brien, the usual suspects. Getting a little dirty with that one. And the kick is into the right corner of the end zone for a touchback. You're already seeing tempers flare here on the special teams. I have a feeling, unfortunately, we might be in for a little bit of a chippy second half.
Yep, we'll see how it goes down. But, yeah, both of these teams are fired up and, you know, want to get the best of each other.
Do you think if it was a closer game at this point that you'd see the chippiness level further higher? Or do you think
absolutely.
It'd be a little bit lesser?
Absolutely, it'd be higher. So much higher. It's such a heat of the moment, heat of the battle kind of thing, and you put all your emotions into it, and when it's tighter, it's a lot heavier.
And as Jamar Chase said, he just lost to some elves. I enjoyed that one. First down carry to start the second half by Levi Munn, and he's got a good amount of space. And he's going to move it out to about the 44-yard line. That's what you like to see.
Yep, just the bread and butter of the QB sneak. Drop back like he was going to throw it and then hit him with the QB draw. And great play there on first down.
Lassiter, of course, going to have to hurry up, down 4 scores. And that's a first down completion to Collins Price. And he's going to move it out close to the sticks for about a gain of 9.
Yep, just a quick all hitches routes there. And Levi made a great play and throwing the ball quick. And Collins did a good job there of catching the ball short and moving his feet.
They give him the first down. Levi on the keeper that time. Doesn't get as much success the second time running to the opposite hash. It'll be second down.
Yeah, they really like that empty formation. They do have a lot open there, especially if the linebackers and that inside there spread out. Levi knows he has that box there to take the QB draw, but it's a good read option there for him. And, you know, he's as we said, he's been developing, and you could see that in his decisions here, especially on that first down. You saw, gave him the room to do what he wanted, and he made the great decision.
Second half just kicked off from Blessed Trinity, it looks like, and they were back on top, 17-14, 52 seconds into their action. Collins Price here from Lassiter with a second down handoff. He's got a first down and more, and he's going to move it inside the 35-yard line.
Yep, there's that veer play, that option right in front of him, and Levi gave it to him. You know, he had the room, and Collins Price made a good job getting on the outside and just slipped up there a little bit, but good enough to get the first down.
You love to see it. So first down, Lassiter looking a lot more lively than they have the entirety of the first half on offense here. Levi with 3 to the left looking that way. Now comes back to the right side, overshoots his man. Intended for the running back, Kevin Taylor, out wide. It'll be incomplete.
Yeah, just a little angle out there. And I don't know if you could see on the top of the screen there, he did have Michael O'Brien on a go route on the outside, beat him on the outside, and had over top. And don't know if he saw him or not, but reset, second down here. Look for Kevin Taylor.
Here's the handoff. And it will be to Kevin Taylor. And he gets decent yardage, and that'll bring up a third down and medium.
Little counter action there. Had him lined up on the left and acted like he was going to the right, and then following Griffin Mack there to the left, and got a good gain there. But look for the lightning call here.
Third down and 6. 3 wide to the left side for the Trojans, including Griffin Mack.
There it is.
He's taller than the rest of the trees, standing up. 14,
he's a big boy.
14 on the play clock. He's going to rumble out to the slot now. Set himself up. And they are going to keep this one with Levi Munn for the Lassiter Trojan. First down.
Yep, good job there. And put Kevin Taylor in motion, and Levi made a great read on a good read option there. You know, he had 3 options. He could give it, he could pass it on the left side here, or he can take it up, and took it and got the first down.
So, Levi on the first down carry. Hold on to the football there, buddy. He does. And one of the very few play calls you've seen Lassiter go to on first down tonight has been the inverted veer, and you see it there once again.
Yep, there looks like the offensive coordinator has, and Sheehan has kind of compressed the playbook and going to what they can do best. And it's that veer, it's the motion.
Second down and 8 from the Sprayberry 28-yard line. Going to the end zone, a little over the head.
Yep, and you're going to get
Kevin
a
Taylor, but
pass interference there on the top. He was just holding them. Kevin Taylor had him beat, and the safety had to grab him just to get a hold of him and keep with him. But it was a touchdown saving there, as much as it is a bad penalty. From a defensive standpoint, it is very smart to save a touchdown and just give them the yards.
Beat me to it, yeah. From the Sprayberry perspective, that is something that the defender would probably do 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, it'll be half of the distance, or no, it'll be a 10-yard for the holding. Yep. But this drive is looking very good. You know, they have had the little options there in front. Levi's made good plays with his legs, and Kevin Taylor with some good plays with his legs. And this is what you want to see. It's a good balance of mixing the defense up and setting in motion. And motion does a lot of things to defenses in their head. You know, you're lined up in one set, and then it completely changes the call when one side goes to the other. And that's what Lassiter has done very well this year in mixing them up and moving them to the opposite side. And as you see Levi down here with Coach Herron talking it out, hopefully we'll see more of the same.
Well, last time Lassiter was goal to go, it was about the same situation from the 9-yard line. Struggled and ended up coughing the ball up. We would like to see a different result this time and finally be able to put some points on the board, because they were right where they wanted to be right before halftime. You got a chance to still cut into this deficit regardless. We'll see if they do. Handoff to Kevin Taylor, and he's going to pound his way forward down inside the 5-yard line, finally taken down around the 3.
Yep, and you saw that play earlier. Just instead of a count to the left, count to the right, and it was a very good gain there in 5, and it set you up in a very short down here. And you know, don't be surprised if they try and spread it out.
I think you'll see another one of these rollouts to the left side here.
As he goes under center.
Under center is Levi trying to push his way a little bit closer to the goal line.
Push.
And the tush push. Did he get across the pylon into the goal line? Touchdown, Trojans.
There we go. Good first drive there. Very productive. Very slow and just in their pace. The Trojans had control the whole time, and that drive was all thanks to Levi Munt there. Made plays with his legs, made some smart plays there with his arm, and does it again with his legs for the score. And they're going to go for it here.
Might as well.
Like the call.
Offense is humming, allowed them to get an extra point.
And I'm thinking Tome's trying to get it to the hash. I think he wants it on one side. I don't know if he wants it on the middle.
You haven't really seen.
Yep, and there it is.
You haven't really seen Lassiter try that QB push from inside the 5-yard line like you saw with Price and Harrison. But even then, from the 4-yard line there, great blocking by the lineman to spring him forward 12 feet, and Lassiter's on the board. Now looking for 2 more. Levi with some time, rolling to the left, having to beat a couple of Yellow Jackets to the goal line. Don't think he quite got there, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah, just good job there by the Yellow Jackets defensive line, getting off the blocks and making a good pursuit angle, and they're going to –
late flag
there. Probably a little taunting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting chirpy. But
that's exactly what you need to do if you're Lassiter.
Absolutely.
So
get in their head, make them make the mistakes. And, you know, off of the drive like that, it's huge momentum there. And
officially the first Lassiter Trojan touchdown of the night. It looks like they're about to play Substitute Swag. If they do, of course, we'll turn up the natural sound just to turn it right back down afterwards for the last playing of Substitute Swag this season. Do they play it in the basketball games?
I don't think so. I didn't really go, but
Yeah, I can't really say I did either.
I couldn't tell you.
I probably should have. That's
See the call here. Yep. So
yeah. So Lassiter will be able to kick the ball off from a little bit further up.
now you're kicking off from the Jackets 45. I wouldn't be surprised here if they try and do another pooch kick, or they try and you see Capilouto out there, the sophomore who had the pooch kick there on the first kickoff. I'm looking for an onside onto this left side here. You see they have 6 guys here on this bottom side, really heavily stacked up, and you got guys like Michael O'Brien and Emmett Elmore and Brennan Kelly with the speed to get down there in the 10-yard range and get on the ball.
Moved it 20 yards up. They're kicking it from the Sprayberry 45-yard line. So all common sense leads to an onside attempt here from Tome. A Roman and Capilouto.
There it is.
It is an onside kick, and it is up for grabs from the 30-yard line. It does belong to the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great kick by Capilouto, just right up the middle there.
First kick recovered by Sprayberry.
Second down. Hope you enjoy that playing of Substitute Swag. Duckett with a lot of room. One man to beat. He might go all the way again. Chasing him from behind is Kevin Taylor. Nobody is stopping him tonight. Back into the end zone of the Yellow Jackets, and they answer right back with a touchdown of their own.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I mean, you had Griffin Mack there and Walker Boswell in the backfield, and just the speed on Duckett, able to avoid him, and Kevin Taylor just couldn't catch him and took it all the way. It was a good answer for the Yellow Jackets.
I feel like we're at Bobby Dodd.
Unfortunately, not for the Trojans.
Yeah, it's been a lot more Bobby Dodd than USC tonight. Almost said the Rose Bowl, but that's UCLA. If you know, it seems like USC plays there for every one of their bowl games. PAT on the way. This one a little bit more to the left, but he puts it through. And that'll make it a 32-6 advantage for the Yellow Jackets.
And it doesn't change anything for you offensively. You had a good last drive. Just keep it up, keep going. Everything worked, and, you had the empty formations, you had the motions, you had the handoffs, and you had the draws. Just keep working it. I mean, it's worked all night long. Keep doing it.
That is a really good fight song, Willie. Up with the white and gold. Down with the... Georgia fans listening are going, Sorry about that. Hopefully my guys get them tomorrow. I feel like it's only right on a 20th birthday, right?
Yeah.
Georgia's won, 24 games in a row. Bound to lose one eventually.
And happy birthday to you, sir.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
2 decades is...
My mother turned 60 tonight, so it's a birthday weekend for us.
Wow. very special weekend.
She held on to me for one extra day. She said I almost appeared on her birthday, and she said, if I make it at 12:01, I make it at 12:01. And we ended up not sharing birthdays as there's an onside kick, and it looks like it's going to be fielded. And the Yellow Jackets take possession. Oh, man, that's salt in the wounds.
Yeah, just unfortunate miscommunication there on that front line. You know, when you're in an onside kick situation, if that ball goes past you on the front line, you let it go. And the ball just did wonders there and bounced off the leg there and just got behind the front line. So they couldn't get on it. But unfortunately, the Yellow Jackets get the ball back with lots of momentum here. And
while you may think that's bad sportsmanship there, I don't really look at it that way, being that Sprayberry, Lassiter has attempted multiple onside kicks tonight.
Yep, and it's a rivalry, and they're chirpy, and the coaches are aware of.
They're feeding into that.
Yep.
I'm sure there's no bad blood between Tome and the side of their coaching, but they're playing into their players, which you can understand at the end of the day. Sprayberry going to work, already up 26 points from their own 39-yard line. Duckett evades 3 guys. Are you kidding me? Rumbling over a fourth and finally dragged out of bounds after picking up the first down.
And you saw Reed Ashmore there, got in the backfield, and Jaden Duckett just made a good play there. And
he's unstoppable right now.
He's been.
You gave him a Lamar Jackson comp pregame. You might have undersold him with that one. He might be a tier above the way Lamar Jackson played in high school. Well, I'm pretty sure that was pretty special. I'm sure Lamar Jackson in high school was something to watch.
And as you've seen all night, I mean, even as a sophomore, Jaden's been pretty poised in the pocket there and not really forcing any mistakes, making a couple reads.
Yeah. The way he's playing, it looks like somebody we'll be watching on Saturday in a couple years. There's a handoff to, I believe that was the other number 7, Mark.
Mark Manfred, maybe.
Yeah, I believe that was Mark Manfred.
Looking down the roster sheet to try and find him.
We had Ian Holbert most of the game, but I believe they go to Manfred there, maybe giving him a little bit more second half run to ice this game away. So we did end up finding out who was who by the end of the action. 5:30 and counting here in this third quarter. 32-6 lead for the Yellow Jackets. There goes Manfred again, breaks a tackle. It's got some space inside the 10-yard line, and he's going to get tripped up out of bounds. Late flag does come out.
Maybe a holding call there downfield. Don't be surprised if you see it. That looks like the tackle down there.
Yeah.
Blocking the back. There it is. Going to back him up. And, I mean, Manfred made a bunch of very good runs there. Broke a couple tackles there. And
very disciplined running team for what we've seen all night. They find their hole, and they blow right past you. If that's something that, if I were to guess, Lassiter would be working on this offseason before they show back up at the Frank next year, is their ability to not give up the big play. Because that's something we've seen basically since you guys have graduated. The big play has haunted them, and they've given up numerous 70, 75-yard strikes to kill their momentum. They've gotten better at staying in front of the chains. The next step in them, continuing to develop as a team has got to be able to find a way to not get bit for 70, 75 yards. 5:15 and counting. Duckett going to the end zone, got a man wide open, and he just out of reach. Would have been a nice touchdown grab. Falls incomplete. Second playing of Suppa Sousa Swag.
Yeah, good break there for the Trojans.
First down run by Manfred.
Your game plan calls for first down.
Well, the band stayed down there for quite a while. We're at 5:05 here in the third quarter and counting. They had to spend a whole extra 7 minutes huddling down to the sideline. They finally get to retreat back to their section. It was a first down run pickup by Manfred, and it'll move the chains for Sprayberry. Duckett looking to the end zone, just out of the reach. Had a little bit of pressure coming at him from either side and forces a quicker read. And
that was Chase Jones again coming up right from the middle and almost got to the ball there, but Duckett made a good job and only throwing it to where either his guy could get it or it was not going to be catchable. And there's 2nd and 10.
Noah O'Neill also with great pursuit. So 2nd down and 10, just outside the 10-yard line for the Yellow Jackets. They're going to hand it off to the left side, and pack of Trojans there to bring them down to a minimal gain. And that'll bring up 3rd down and about 8.
Good job there corralling, and that was Reed Ashmore made the initial hit, and everybody else kind of rallied around him to not let him get any yards there, and it'll be crucial 3rd down here.
So 3rd down and 10 here from the Lassiter, call it 14-yard line. 4:16 and counting here in the 3rd period. Duckett stepping up, gonna fire it to the wheel Texas route, and it's dropped incomplete. So a little bit of butterfingers there on that possession of downs by Sprayberry. Had a couple chances to put the ball in the end zone. Maybe a little bit of improper throws that the pass rush was able to affect, but some of the first misses tonight from Duckett come way too late.
Yeah, but that was a good old Madden play there, a little RB angle, and he just kind of hit it to the outside and cut it back in, and unfortunately couldn't hang on there, but
that plays cheese too.
Luckily for the Trojans, they forced him to a field goal, and he has missed one before as an extra point.
As a PAT, and this one's even further back. Different hash mark, though. In the left hash, the kick is on the way to make it 35-6.
Didn't get it.
And it is incomplete. Incomplete. No good.
Momentum there for the offense. Get it going. Do the same things.
That's how you know it's been a long night, when I'm calling field goals incomplete. But we'll take it.
Absolutely.
Timeout from the Frank, 4:06 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. 32-6 Sprayberry. We'll be right back on the other side. Four minutes to go here in this 3rd quarter. Lassiter's going to hand this one, it looks like, to
Seaman.
Mitch Seaman, wearing the number 0 tonight. Pretty sure he wore the 10 earlier this year. Saw something funny happen pre-snap. I'll try to explain it for the viewers that didn't catch it here in just a second, and you'll get a kick out of it too. 2nd down and medium here for the Trojans, needing a lot. And that ball is deflected and caught by...
Good catch there by Gavin Rose on that out route. Looks like a Quaker combination and a going out.
They give him the first.
And they're going to hurry up there, go in empty formation.
Next time there's an incompletion, I'll tell the viewers the story. And Levi going to keep this one on 1st down, and great pursuit by the tackle to not get beat by the veer. That'll bring up a 2nd down. So, I don't know if you noticed, before the first snap of the Lassiter drive, both bands are playing at the same time. The same guy who just tackled Levi there was doing a little bit of a shimmy, a little bit of a dance before the snap, and you have the Lassiter center look right at him and be like, come on, dude, lock in. We're still out here battling. And he looks right at Levi and the Lassiter center and goes like, why are we playing so serious out here? So that's Sprayberry filling themselves up 4 scores. but locking in for the tackle there. Levi on second down, rolling out to the right side, looking for a man in single coverage, and it looks like just enough. Strapped up by the Yellow Jacket secondary. I'm going to bring up a third down and 9.
And that's Gavin Rose again. It was a good job by Levi trying to find some time there to try and get him the ball, and just couldn't get it to him.
So 2:37 remaining here in this third quarter. But yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, players are feeling themselves, and especially when you're up big, you know. I mean,
in a rivalry game.
Yeah, they're feeling themselves. They're excited. They're happy, and
you see them kind of turn to like, well, what'd I do wrong?
And there is a trophy that you win after winning these games. So
really, the more you know. Third down and 9 for Levi, stepping out from the right side, and he is gonna get the first down and more. Spin move inside the 40-yard line. What a run!
Wow, great job by Levi, breaking a couple tackles there. He was going to be about 5 yards short and just kind of spun off the tackle.
And also a good block there at the end of it by Gavin Rhodes to spring him forward even further.
And unfortunately, there's a Yellow Jacket down on the Trojans' 46 there.
Just to the edge of our Trojan head at the end of the camera view.
And he'll be tended to as...
We'll hope he's okay. First down after the great run by Levi Munt from the Sprayberry 40-yard line. 2 minutes and change here in this third quarter. Levi going over the middle, intended for Gavin Rose. He's getting a lot of run here this drive.
And there is a flag down here on the bottom of the screen. We'll see what it is. It's not really close to where the ball is, but illegal contact, maybe.
Guess we'll see.
Holding Sprayberry, there it is.
.211 to go. The clock, of course, stopped after the penalty.
A little bit of communication there on the 40 on the top side of your screen there. Interesting to know what they'll say. But they've been looking Gavin Rose a couple times this second half. And if he's there, you know, give it to him.
Somebody we haven't called his name a lot so far in the first half, but yeah, it's completely flipped around in the second half game plan. Waiting for the official call by Kit. And it is a hold on Sprayberry, defensive holding, so an automatic first down and a gain of 5. You still see the lines kind of jawing at each other in between plays. That one looked a little bit more settled and a little bit more of, you know, what I do wrong, how do I fix it? A little bit more better sportsmanship there between the two trenches regarding that penalty. Always good to see. So first down for the Trojans from their own 30-yard line, or excuse me, from the Sprayberry 30-yard line. It's an inverted veer to Levi for a gain of about 3 or 4, and he's going to stumble forward as far as he can get before the whistles are blown.
And that was a good job there, but that outside linebacker, as Mitch Seaman went in motion, he kind of climbed and then ball was snapped, got upfield and crawled over to Levi and made a good play there, only allowed him to get 2. But they've seen that all day, and they're starting to adjust to it a little bit, but Levi's still gotten a couple of those big plays there from those plays.
second down from the 28-yard line. A minute and 23 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. They're going to run it again. And similar gain that time. It's going to bring out a 3rd and 5. A little bit of a frustrated throw to the referee by Levi. And you can feel that Lassiter is starting to feel like it's do or die here.
Very crucial 3rd down here with a minute left in the third. Got to get something here.
54 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Definitely 4 down territory regardless, but we'll see what Lassiter has diced up here. 5 wide on 3rd down from shotgun. Levi looking to the right side, closer to the sticks. The ball is caught. Turning around, fighting upfield, and not getting close enough to the marker is, looks like that was Mitch Seaman with the catch.
Yeah, tried to run that 5-yard out there at the sticks and had to come back to catch the ball.
And if I were to guess, Lassiter is going to take this into the fourth quarter. You got 18 seconds on the clock, 20 on the play clock, a couple seconds in separation. So you have the ability to try to lightning call them, and if they don't, you just go right to the fourth quarter and call it from there. And it looks like that is what they are going to do. So the third quarter, by box score, still does belong to the Yellow Jackets, a 7-6 third quarter. But it is 4th and about 4 for the Trojans when we come back on the other side of the break. Working from the Sprayberry 24-yard line. Any final thoughts on this third quarter?
Yeah, you had that opening drive by Lassiter, which was a great drive there to get their first points of the ball game, and then Sprayberry just answered with their own, and you know that's what they've been doing all night is kind of those big play moments there, and they did have the missed field goal, which has Lassiter at that 4th and 4, but this is a huge 4th down here in terms of needing a point here. And look for motions, look for movement up front. Trying to do everything to trick them, but don't be surprised if it's the 3 guys we've been calling all night, Collins Price, Kevin Taylor, and Levi Munt. Whether it's a QB draw or a inverted veer.
Or a rollout to the right.
They're going to look for it.
Well, if Lassiter wants any chance in this ball game, you need this right here. From
lightning call there.
12 on the play clock for Levi, audibling. Making sure everybody knows the signal. 3 wide to the left. In motion is Seaman. And they're going to give it to him. Colin, you were right. Does he have enough of the sticks? I'm not quite sure.
Looks like he's just short of it. Just putting him in motion from right to left.
But you called yourself the Tony Romo of the LNN crew at halftime. That is a Tony Romo moment right there, calling what is about to happen. Almost like you know the entire game plan.
I don't know that I know all that, but...
Well, you have some experience with them.
And there's stuff that, you know, you could see that offenses are doing and they're looking for, and especially with the Trojans. I mean, their bread and butter has been the motions and the draws all year, and
yeah,
it's worked, and they've gotten yards off of it. And, you know, especially on a 4th down situation like that, you're not going to go away from it.
Toss on 1st down, back to Manfred. And he just rumbles all the way across the 30-yard line.
Just churning his feet. Couldn't bring him down there, and the pile just kept pushing.
Second down and 2 for the Yellow Jackets. Motion and right. The guy's running as fast as he can to get into his spot. Still hustling up big. And up the seam. There he goes. Duck it. 1 man in pursuit. He is not going to be touched. Good night. And another back burner. House call for the Yellow Jackets. And another complete foolery. It looked like the ball was headed to the running back near the hash, coming towards the sideline near us, and he ends up taking it all the way into the end zone, and Sprayberry tacks on yet another to their lead.
Yeah, just an option right in front of him, and you know, he's been doing that all night, and he's found the seams, and you know, just takes advantage of that again, and Duckett goes for a huge gain and a score.
So the lefty kicker, who has missed twice tonight, one from the extra point, one with a field goal. That was, of course, deeper than this one. See how he does here. PAT is up, and he got it. Wonder if he's still an underclassman, because you could see he still has some things to work out. I don't know what it is about lefty kickers, but it seems like they're always a little bit more tended to be inaccurate at times. I guess it's just how the framework of their kicks work.
I guess.
That would be something more to ask a soccer player. But, because I'm assuming Drew was the kicker for the last 3 years that you were here. Who was the kicker your freshman year, if you had experience with varsity?
He was a senior, and then we had Braden Ralston.
Oh, Davis's brother, right?
Yep.
He might be listening tonight.
Maybe.
I still talk to him every now and again. You guys were buddies way back in middle school, right?
We were.
You guys would give Miss Donaldson fits every day. You remember that class? I remember when your Guardians beat her Red Sox and you let her have it. Kick is on the way, and looks like it's going to go out of bounds. So there's the lefty inaccuracy coming right back, helping the Trojans in that regard, and they're going to take the ball at the 35 or 40-yard line.
Yeah, good field position there for the Trojans. Just got to capitalize. And they're just going to kind of go back to the same things. I mean, you got 10:55 left in the fourth quarter, and in the senior night game, and you know, you're gonna take your best plays and you're gonna use them.
Close one. Wonder what's going on with the World Series too. It is 4-3 Arizona in the top of the 5th inning. That's a good one. 10:55 left to play. Levi going deep on first down, looking for Kevin Taylor, and the ball is almost intercepted.
Yeah, DB just made a great play there, and he was in great leverage there.
He about took that ball from no man's land.
Almost had it there. Fortunate it had a little Lassiter bounce there. But scores around the region. Blessed Trinity is now up 27-14.
How much time is left in that one?
Fourth quarter, I have no idea, but Pope is up 38-0 on Johns Creek.
Okay. Seems like what you would expect. Levi on second down, not going anywhere. Loss in the play.
Yeah, and they're starting to pick up on those keys there and lost a yard there. It'll be interesting to see what they do. I mean, they have the whole bottom of the screen to work with, so right-handed quarterback, look for the rollout right. Look for some motion there. Collins Price maybe on the top side to come down into a trips formation. All possible things.
Your squad came back. On third down, Levi, with a bunch of yellow jackets in his face, is just going to fire this one to the furthest body possible, and it falls harmlessly.
Yeah, and there was that rollout there, and they were just going streaks there, and unfortunately just couldn't get it to Kevin Taylor, and it's going to be a Lassiter punt.
Lassiter will be set up for a punt. You would assume so, at least. You never know with Coach Tom. Ooh, off the edge of the foot there. And it's almost like, oh, tripping over the official at the sideline. It's emptied out so much here, you can almost hear the chatter from the sideline up here. But it's almost like Lassiter would have been better off if they went for it and were short of the sticks. That's an interesting song they're playing.
Yeah, Sprayberry's going to have good field position here at the Trojans 44. And, you know, looks like they got their, looks like a backup QB there.
I just can't believe Sprayberry is playing that song. That's something I would never guess a high school band would play. If you know what I'm talking about. It's the same one that you hear, who that gonna beat them Saints. Can't believe I just said that. I might vomit in my mouth. Or if you know AJ Minter on the Braves, that's his entrance song. Stand up and get from. Interesting.
And that's Clayton Nard Smith in on the play there, taking Duckett out. Lose some of that mobility there at the quarterback position.
Handoff on second down near the sticks. We'll see if he got it.
37,
And they're just going to start milking the clock here, running down the ball. They got most of their backups in here and
trying to keep everybody healthy. If you're at Lassiter, I'm assuming you'll just put all the seniors in regardless.
Still looking for a stop here.
Play for pride at this point. Backup quarterback in there with the almost Levi Munt-like play, running it on first down from empty.
A little draw play there and got a good 7 yards, it looks like. And that defense was a little caught off guard there. Just kind of split it up the A-gap on the left side here. Jacket line, who's been pretty solid all night long, making another good play there for his quarterback to get some room.
And he finds his way out in the backfield and finding his way all the way to the end zone. The third string running back and what might be the last touchdown we see on our broadcast this year.
Just kind of trampling over Sabian Thigpen right into the end zone for another score for the Yellow Jackets.
You think the cow's ready to go home?
It's seen enough.
Yeah, it's tearing up right now. Ironically enough, though, you got the Sprayberry Chick-fil-A and you got the Lassiter Chick-fil-A, and they're partner branded. They're owned by the same guy. So it makes sense that the Sprayberry Lassiter game, their advertising is here. I can tell you've seen enough too. You're getting snarky. Gosh.
And as we start kind of coming to a close here with this game, you know, you got to give a good shout out to the seniors here who have put their heart and soul into this.
Oh my.
Just working their tails off.
PAT is up and good. And that'll make it a 46-6 lead for Sprayberry. 7:28 remaining here on the Lassiter News Network. Hopefully you stick around. We'll still be here on the other side of the break. Sprayberry to kick things off. Into the night sky. Fielded by O'Brien. And he makes his way not even back to the 20-yard line.
You got a little pushing and shoving here on the bottom. It's probably going to be another Yellow Jacket penalty. Personal foul on Sprayberry is what the white hat is indicating. Or not. We'll see what the Trojans offense does here. You've had a couple good moments there with the tush push and from the 4-yard line for the first score of the game and that first drive in the third quarter, and then pretty much silent. As you see the call there, it's a personal foul call on the Yellow Jackets, which will give the Trojans 15 more yards to work with. And as I was saying earlier, you know, shout out to these seniors who have put their heart and soul, and they've played here for 4 years on this field. And it is going to be a holding call there and a personal foul. So we'll get about 5 more. But yeah, these seniors have worked their tail off, and on and off the field have been doing what they can to push their bodies to the limit.
First down handoff. I'm sure Lassiter in a way is also trying to milk the clock, knowing this game is well but over. You don't want to force injury on your own guys.
And that's Collins Price up the middle. We haven't seen him play running back much all season, and they got him back there on the left side with 2 on top and Griffin Mack at the F position.
They're going to inverted veer here to Levi.
Gains a yard there and a big third down here. Just trying to get some momentum, something to take home. Another little option there. Levi tries to get as much as he can, and it'll be 4th down. Just couldn't get enough. You saw Collins Price kind of take a tumble. He really pulled it out of the gut of him. And the Trojans are going to punt. And it'll be Chase Campbell.
Okay.
Drew Campbell's brother back to punt. He's been back there a couple times. Had the
bloodline.
Little bit of a scuff punt earlier, but
yeah. I'm sure Drew's watching it right now, and they'll be working out on Saturday making sure he fixes that up. That looks more like Drew Campbell right there.
Oh, and good roll there. And Michael O'Brien downs it at the 32, and as the Jackets offense, as dominant as they've been, comes back out on the field. Got some new faces in there with 75 and Silas Armour and 25 and Ethan Schneeberger.
Gotta tell you this, my night is cooked Lassiter lost. And now the Hawks lost. Rough night for me. To two rivals, Sprayberry and the Knicks. So, little botched handoff. It looks like the quarterback just said here to the running back. And he takes it forward. Does lose yardage on the play, but it could have been disaster. And it literally looked like he handed off to him in the moment.
Yeah, good job there by Griffin Mack there, making a good play, keeping him from gaining yards. Unfortunately, couldn't get out of bounds to save some more time, but just a good tackle there instead of letting something from nothing. Just keep it at nothing.
Just over 4.5 minutes remaining in our final home game of the season. All Yellow Jackets in this one. Back to Manfred here. And he'll get back across the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. Clock, of course, running automatically here. Running clock in the fourth quarter.
Get a defensive stop here to get the offensive ball back. Try and get something.
Gotta ask you another question as a former player. Like in games when you were losing and you had that running clock to make the loss go quicker, I'm sure that had to have been one of the worst feelings out there as a player.
Oh yeah, it's demoralizing to say the least, and it's unfortunate. And you know, you never want to happen, especially on your home turf, as Griffin Mack makes the tackle there, and
could possibly be his last tackle as a Lassiter Trojan. And what a career it's been if that's the case.
At the Frank.
Fair enough.
Sprayberry will send their punt team off as you got Michael O'Brien back there to receive with 3:18 and counting. Let's get a block punt here.
That was fun last week on the field goal attempt. No block on this one. The ball is safely into the air. Fair catch was signaled to, and it rolls out of bounds.
They should get the ball at about the 45.
Let's try to score here. Why not?
44.
Why not? Let's try to make something work here.
Yeah, good field positioning here with a short field for the Trojans.
A chance to score right here and make yourself feel a little bit better going into next week. What is next on the calendar for the guys? Blessed Trinity, right?
Blessed Trinity.
That'll be a doozy.
It'll be the Trojans' final game of the season, as we hope many of you listening make it out to the game to go watch their
W promo.
Final game.
W promo right there. Kevin Taylor checking in late. He's going to be lined up in the slot. You would have to assume it's all seniors out there. And right over the top of everybody. Levi's kind of been doing that a lot in the second half. He's overshooting.
Yeah, there's Aaron Daniels on a little seam out there, just trying to get inside of that safety, and ball a little bit overshot here. And I do like him taking the deep shots here. Try and get something. As you got Aaron Daniels on top. Dalton Price down here at the bottom. Freshman, young guy with Collins Price.
Handoff for about half the distance needed. And be interested to see what Kevin Taylor looks like going into next year as a senior. You would expect him and Levi to fully be involved in the offense once again and reach their Final Four. So that's something to bank on going into next year. You do have a senior-led running back unit with the quarterback as well. A couple of your junior receivers will be back. Got a chance to be a pretty decent team next year if everything holds. Third down for Levi, trying to make something happen, and he's going to fire it to nobody. Was intended, I believe, for
Dalton Price there.
Yep.
Young freshman. Yes, him and Collins Price have been on this drive down on the bottom of your screen here, and just unfortunately short.
But to go back to what I said a second ago, let me know if there's anything you agree or disagree with regarding, the outlook of how this roster looks next year.
Yeah, I mean,
Hopefully
obviously,
we get blessed with a couple people that move into the area and we get even more talent.
Yep, obviously you're losing some big guys probably on the line, and then you're losing Griffin Mack. And but I mean, you've seen Colin Sprice all year develop into the form he has, and
Fourth down for Levi, a man over the middle and caught. And that'll be down inside the red zone. Lassiter not quite done yet.
there's Aaron Daniels on a nice little seam route, getting behind the zone coverage, and good throw by Levi. And as I was trying to say, Levi's going to be developed as a senior, and he's going to really have that experience.
And Lassiter moving quickly down towards the pylon, trying to punch it in for good measure. And why not?
And there's that QB draw again by Levi, just going and going, going.
You would like, I mean, you'll take a score either way you can get it. But if you're the offense here, you'd like the ball to find a senior, and put himself into the end zone. Minute and 14 left. They're going to try to push Levi into the end zone, and he got it for a touchdown. Levi Munt with 67 seconds remaining in this ball game, his second successful push of the night, and Lassiter puts their second mark onto the scoreboard. It is now a whopping 46-12 contest with a PAT to come.
And a couple of big plays on that drive. You had the short field, and you had the good ball to Aaron Daniels, and then you had the Levi Munt draw that got him the first and goal, and then they go back to what they scored in the first time and the tush push and put in the end zone.
Extra point is a little low, but good regardless. All right. And just like that, it's only a 33-point contest. Not saying you need a miracle, but you need a miracle. Does Lassiter just pin it deep and let Sprayberry knee it out? Are they onside here and go all in?
They're going onside.
Playing all in.
Yep, that's what Tome's mindset is
And again,
the game ain't over until the final whistle blows, and he's going to give his effort. And, as a player, if you see your coaches kind of start to give up, you start to give up, and that's not what you want to see, and that's not who Tome is, and he's great at that and doing that. And yeah, you'll see something here, whether it's a pooch or an onside. But he's always got that fight in him.
67 seconds remaining in our last telecast of the year. We appreciate each and every one of you guys' support, whether you watched us from the Lassiter News Network broadcast YouTube channel or part of the NFHS Network paid wall. Colin, that might be one of the first times you've been wrong all night, by the way. And maybe that's why you pin it deep. Splits the seam, and he's going to take it all the way. Sprayberry getting that touchdown right back. Are you kidding me? That's why you're onside it, right?
Yeah, just had a couple good blocks and a couple unfortunate missed tackles, and they're going to just tally on some more points.
That is incredible.
Just a backbreaker. Very unfortunate.
As the PAT is to come. Like we said a couple minutes ago, or what we were trying to say, we appreciate everybody's support on these broadcasts all year. We'd like to say that we could surprise you guys with some basketball or baseball content. That is yet to be seen. But if there is, you can guarantee that I will be here, and possibly you. We'll find out. But we do hope to see you guys again next fall, and hopefully next season does go differently for the Trojans. I know you guys as fans and us as alumni, we're dying for a playoff berth as much as anybody on that field. And we appreciate everybody's support and kind words throughout the year, and we hope to do this again next fall. Yeah,
absolutely. It's been a giant pleasure, and the team here has welcomed me, and especially you. And
you've done great.
Everybody's been very supportive about everything, and I especially appreciate it. And it's so special being back here, especially as a former player, to just see this team win or lose. It's always great to be here. I mean, this is our school at the end of the day. Yeah, this is you know, the old nostalgia factor comes back into it. And
we spent 4 years here. We went from boys to men here. Like, you know, we'll always have a connection here.
Yep.
And it's always good to give it back. And if that's entertainment to other fellow alumni and parents, so be it. We hope that even with the rough losses, we gave them enough entertainment to keep listening. And I think we got a little wacky with the stories sometimes, talking about flat Earth and
the moon.
the moon. Yeah. But it's all in good fun. Touchback is not called. But Michael O'Brien trying to create some space of his own.
Gets up to the 25 there.
And it looks like they might be cutting our mics a little short at the end of the game, but that's why we wanted to make sure we got all our thanks out before progress was stopped. But yeah, we hope to see you guys again next year. Of course, I turn 20 tomorrow, so thank you again for the early birthday wishes, my dear friend. And hope to be back here next August. Sweating 95-degree weather, but you wouldn't change it for the world.
No, you would not.
Part of what makes Friday Night Lights so great. They're going to give this to Levi. Wow, Levi with some room! Inside the 40, go Levi, go! Inside the 25 and drag down. Get up on the ball, boys!
Little bit of inverted veer there, QB draw action, and huge gain there. Only 25 seconds left. Get on the ball and go.
Do you spike it here?
No.
Because if you don't, this could be the last play. We'll see. It could possibly be the last play at home for the year. Levi going to the end zone. A little short, but
and
it
they're
is
going to flag,
another
so the clock's
flag.
going to stop, but great catch there. By, it looks like Collins Price, who's been making those kind of plays all year. And
excited to see him play next year, too. Sophomore or junior? I believe he's a junior, right?
He's a freshman.
Ooh.
As
okay.
He's going to develop
he's
into
playing he's playing like a junior out there, which is great to see. We're excited to watch every one of you guys again next year. And for the coaches that do end up watching back the film, we thank you guys for giving us another opportunity and another year to do this.
Another tush push.
Tush push from Levi, trying to put another score on the board to end the game, and I don't think they're quite going to get there.
Just short, unfortunately, and
that's about how this season wraps up. But again, we appreciate each and every one of you for watching, following along. This is not where the story ends. They go out to Blessed Trinity next week. Go support the guys. We'll see you guys again next season. For Blake Newsom and Colin English here with everybody at Lassiter News Network, thank you so much for watching and enjoy your off season.